and get some messages from his spirit. Let's go see him now.
We are actually to do so. You check out our merchandise, all kinds of great items, and $35 on the $5 of t-shirts and bumper stickers and jewelry. You never do that? And so we're oh yeah. I'm looking on the board. You know, Elvis wrote us some great stuff. But before we go any further, Chuck, what do you think? You ready to do our little opus that we do every day?
Absolutely.
There's a song that came out in the 1960s. Does anybody remember a guy by the name of Dick Clark? Any of you remember Dick Clark? He had a very good band set. If you don't remember that, you might remember every New Year's. He had a New Year's party in New York until 2014. And so somebody else took it over. He passed away. But what a great guy. And Roy Orbison, this was the #1 rock song for the Dick Clark of the 20th century. Such a great song, ladies. They even made a movie about it. Remember that movie? It's called Pretty Woman. Remember Richard Gere, ladies? Who don't remember Richard Gere? Oh, I remember being young and all the ladies like Richard Gere. Here's a little Pretty Woman. Goes out to all the ladies in the house. You're all beautiful women. Come on, ladies, how was that? Yeah! Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, think I love that to me. Pretty woman, I don't believe you're not the truth. No one can look as good as you.
So we're getting the essence of Elvis right now in this performance, and we're going to find his spirit at the Westgate with tarot cards.
Pretty woman, a woman of pretty woman, I can't help but sing. Pretty woman, you love me as you believe. Oh, you love me, just love me. It was a beautiful song that came out, and I love the song. It was the #1 song in 1970 by a duo by the name of Simon and Garfunkel. Does anyone remember a song called Like a Bridge Over Troubled Water? I'm going to do this song for you, and it goes something. If you get down one for me.
Elvis at the Westgate when I do the tarot card reading.
You look small.
could hear me. Again, comment your questions for the Spirit of Elvis that I'm going to do the tarot card reading at the Westgate after this performance. Comment your questions down below. One more song, then we'll go over to the Westgate.
Sail on, silver girl. Sail on by. Your time on the sun, I'll just shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how it's time.
Elvis at Paris. Now, we are going to go to the Westgate and see if we can contact his spirit. So he is an excellent performer that has been here for, I believe it's over 20 years. I saw him one other time before, but I just wanted you guys to get an essence of his energy before we contact Elvis Presley at the Westgate. So we're gonna head over there now. I just have to find where I can get picked up. I hope you guys all enjoyed those two songs. You know, it's the kind of music, even if I listen to gothic metal, but still, that kind of music is the kind of music that makes you happy, you know? It's nice. I don't think anybody can complain about those types of songs. But anyways, let's go to see where we can get a ride to go to the Westgate. Not really sure where the drop-off is here. because I don't really come to this area much. I usually go downtown to go out. So, oh, I'm going in the right direction. Hello. How is everybody today? I'm gonna turn the camera out so you can see, so you don't have to look at me the whole time when we're in Harrah's. I know we just saw Elvis. Okay, there we go. So, we're looking for ride share. Actually, it'd probably be better if I go to a cab now that I'm thinking of it. Cabs are better when you're on the strip. Now I thought better of this. I'm gonna have to ask in the lobby. You can just come with me and see what I have to do to weave my way around these places. Oh, hi. How are you? Thanks for joining. Missed you too. I haven't seen some of these names in a while. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be out here. I really don't know, because I've only come to Harrah's one other time before, and it was for Big Elvis. Same reason. He's an excellent performer, isn't he? I was going to do a third song, but I'm like, we have to head over to the Westgate. And my arm is getting tired from trying to hold the camera still to do it justice, so... Or not the camera, the phone, but... Oh, good. Okay, I'm going in the right direction. So that's a thing if you do come to the strip or come anywhere around the strip area. If you're going between places on the strip, it's probably better to get a cab. But if you're going like back to your place and it's off strip, like if you live here or you're staying here a long time, whatever, it's better then to get rideshare. So we're just gonna see if there's anybody available. Hi. I needed to go to the Westgate. Okay, thank you. Okie dokie. I've never done stream inside a vehicle before, but okay, so anyways, we are going to do the tarot reading at Westgate. And that is because what I wanted to do was go to Harrah's first, catch the spirit of Elvis Presley with Big Elvis singing, so we can get the essence built up, and then go to the Westgate and see if we can get some messages from the Elvis Presley spirit.
Please tap the center of the screen 3 times to receive audio announcements about your ride today.
Anyways, how is everybody doing? As you can see, it's very hot out here. I go outside for 2 seconds and my face turns pink. Okay, let me just strap myself in. Better safe than sorry. Okay. So I think what we'll ask is how he felt about performing there so much. If he's got any things he's especially proud of, any regrets. Card. That's what I asked, deceased in tarot card readings. So we'll do that, and any other questions you can think of, you can put down below, or in the where I see the way I'm looking at it looks like below, but I don't know how it looks to you. But anyways, we didn't get in time to get Viva Las Vegas. He was singing that when I was trying to set up the live stream, and I'm like, damn it, and I couldn't get it in time. But he did Pretty Woman, which is a pretty famous one too. So I don't think it was his original song, but he performed it well when he was alive, so got that. But the show is something I really recommend. He doesn't get up and move around, but his voice sounds so identical to his. He's so talented. He looks more like the Elvis version, before he passed, not the young version, but his voice is very, very authentically just like his. And as you guys know, it's not my style of music, but I could still appreciate the songs. Songs from that time are very pretty. You know, I don't think anybody dislikes music from that time period, really. So anyways, we're just going to continue this since I already started. I was thinking of doing like a pre-recorded one, but I'm like, let me just do a continuous live stream and see how I can handle this, because I don't normally do like long continuous live streams where I'm going from place to place. I usually do that if I'm like walking, but not necessarily taking a cab somewhere. But anyways, let me turn the camera out so you can see stuff. So here are some things. Well, that's a parking garage, but we were going past something interesting. We're going a bit off strip now, actually, because the Westgate is not technically on the strip, it's near it. And this is the place where Elvis Presley did his last shows. That's the Sphere, if you want to see. It's huge. Like, it's not even picking up how big this thing is in the video. It's huge. But yeah, that's the Sphere. It has the Dorothy image on it because they've been playing The Wizard of Oz since last year. And I recommend, like, for any place you travel to, like, I've been staying here a while, not really traveling so much around here, except I guess you could call it long-term traveling, but I would recommend any place you go to, whether it's within the US and especially outside of the borders, to bring backup cards for your cards that you bring, because it may be that your credit card company or debit card company thinks that, like, it's some weird thing and somebody else has it and they're not, like, used to you, unless you travel very frequently, and they're not used to you using it outside of, like, your general area, and you could have problems with your cards or use it more than you realize, and, like, then you have to pay it. So it's good to always have a lot of backups if you can. At least I would say 2 backups to your primary card. But anyways, I don't think there's much on this side right now. So yeah, so I have my pink tarot card deck with me because those show up good on the channel. We're going to use those. They're kind of like a generic brand. I like them because they're big, light colored, and they show up very well on film. I'm more of a fan of, like, as you know, like gray, black, red ones, but light pink shows up much better, especially when you're live streaming and you can't always control the lighting very well. All right, let's turn the camera back. So that's the convention center right there, in case anybody's curious. That's what that is. we are, the West Gate, coming right up. Where hopefully we can get some interesting messages today. This is the famous place where Elvis Presley performed. And even if you're not like a huge Elvis fan, everybody pretty much knows about Elvis, and Vegas is synonymous with Elvis. So I'm like, if I'm doing like these tarot card readings, I have to do one of Elvis too. I can't just leave that out this time.
Please select payment method. Card payment selected. Please select tip amount. Please enter your security PIN.
Oh, it wants me to do it. I have to do a different one. That's okay.
Please enter your security PIN.
I'm just putting in my card information.
Thank you. The charge has been approved.
Yes, please.
Thank you. The charge has been approved.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Have a great day. Oh, hello. I see more people joined. Thanks for coming. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. So here we are at the West Gate, the famous place where Elvis Presley performed. And we are going to see if we get any messages from him. So we tapped into his spirit watching Big Elvis at Harrah's. I've never been in here before. Huh. This one is nice, actually. I like it. It's a little bit more spacious. I mean, the other ones are big too, but the way it's laid out, it feels more spacious. I'm trying to think of where a good place, probably near where he performed. So I've never been here before, so I'm gonna have to ask somebody where he used to perform so we can ask him some questions. We're talking about him like he's actually here in the flesh. I'm just like, oh, let's do it Elvis spirit channeling. He was close to being here in the flesh. We just saw Big Elvis. So okay, so theater is to the right, so I'm thinking that's probably the same location, hopefully. I can just go outside of here. I don't have to be in it, because I think there's probably something going on where you need tickets to it, whatever this. Yeah, there's always tickets going on here for everything. I'm not going to get a ticket because it's going to interrupt the energy anyways, because we're trying to tap into Elvis. I'm just going to ask this person over here. Just a second. I'll point the camera at myself so they don't feel like I'm filming them. Oh, I see somebody to ask. I just have a question. Is this area right here where Elvis performed? Okay, great. Thank you. Oops. Okay, so this area right here is where Elvis Presley used to perform. We're not going to go in, but we're close enough. And we're going to do a tarot card reading to see what we get. All right. So we saw Big Elvis. We got the energy from seeing Big Elvis. And now we're going to do a tarot card reading right near where Elvis Presley used to perform. Okay, so this is exciting. If you want to do a celebrity spirit channeling, this is the way to do it. You go like right where a lot of their energy was. Although I would say when like the special, like very professional channels like Ghost Adventures and things like that, I mean, they don't do tarot cards, but they work with tarot card readers sometimes, like what I do. But when they do it, of course, they get a place partially shut down because then they can really get the energy. I'm doing it with a lot of other spirits that are alive currently that perhaps could cause a little interference, but I think we should still be able to get some energy from Elvis, considering that we just saw Big Elvis to kind of ramp up the vibe. Now we're right outside of where Elvis used to perform. So let's see if we can get some messages. Let me try to get a better background because this is leaning up. I keep forgetting to bring my phone stand. Let me just trying to find a spot to do the tarot card reading right next to the theater where he performed. Oh boy. You know, I smoke maybe once every other week, or just one. I had the same pack for over 2 months because I'm not addicted to it and I just do it once in a blue moon recreationally, but it's so gross, even though I have it sometimes, to look at it used in the ashtray. I don't know why, that just bothers me. But anyway, Virgo things. I like to be nitpicky. Anyway, so let's find a place to put the phone so that I can do the tarot card reading. I don't want to go too far away from where he performed, though, because we want to try to still get the essence. So maybe I can figure out a way to prop it up on my purse. All right, let's try over here. There's no cigarettes there. Good. I have this cute little Batwing purse. Maybe this would be good. Maybe this will be good to prop it up against. I don't know. I hope not. I hope so. Not hope not. Okay. Okay, so that looks good. So we are live from the Westgate. And we are going to ask Elvis Presley if there's any messages he has for anybody or anything he wants to say. So Big Elvis, who so wonderfully and beautifully, he has a really nice voice, captures the spirit of Elvis Presley. And we just took a cab over to the Westgate so that we can get some messages from the spirit of Elvis Presley that performed right in there. So let's see what he has to say. Shuffling. I don't mess with my cards. I'll put them right on camera so you can see. Oh my goodness, right away. Loss, right away, the Five of Cups. That's pretty heavy. Right away, a loss that was very painful. And somebody who had to work extremely hard and felt like they lost a lot. So Five of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. And then in the middle of quiet now. And in the middle we have the King of Cups.
From original to deluxe with
I don't want to change any game. I don't play games anymore. It's a waste of money. Anyway, so in the middle of the deck is the King of Cups. This talks about his emotion, his feeling. Look at that, right underneath that, his love. You see that I'm doing this right on camera. His love for others, love for people in his life, and that's maybe where he has the loss, like missing people that he lost, and he had to work so hard when he was in this location. He wanted to move forward, or he has moved forward, despite all the pain that he went through. This is quite a heavy reading. I actually didn't expect to get so many things that like resonate with his life and the end of his life. But let's just do another shuffle and see what else we can get. So we do hear there was a lot of pain that you experienced, and you worked so hard, and you missed your loved ones, and you did feel a profound loss when you passed. And many people felt a profound loss, but let's see what else you have to say. So now when I do these readings, I would say I don't necessarily literally think they're here, but there is like an essence, an imprint that's left behind, especially when somebody this big, he didn't pass here, but his energy still remains here because of so much that he did here, how famous this place was because of him. So of course you're going to get spiritual imprinting. That's more what we're doing, basically, tapping into that. That's why we watched Big Elvis beforehand. Because Big Elvis isn't actually Elvis, right? But it's that spiritual imprinting being brought forth. What other messages do you have for us? Speak your mind and don't be afraid of what others think. You must move forward with your life and move past uncertainty, because your wishes can come true in life, but they often come at a karmic expense. This is so interesting. Like, this is what I mean. When you go to the location that the person was actually at, the spirit channeling is so much stronger, because we're getting a lot of major arcana cards. Judgment, I'll talk about the karma. And karma doesn't always mean like, oh, you got bad karma. Like, it means cause and effect. So like, you put in all this work to the things you want and your wishes can come true. This could also speak to his life, but there's a price to pay for that, when you do that. So you can get your wishes coming true, but there's a price, a karmic price, the judgment card to pay, like cause and effect. The sun is at the bottom of the deck, if that's significant. Let's see whether it's the middle. He hasn't totally let go, or there's something that he has not let go of. It also could be advice to others, like don't let go of your happiness, don't let go of that spirit that you have to be optimistic, to look forward to things, to hope for things. Do we have any other messages? We appreciate all these messages. They're so clear, much more direct than the messages we got from the general spirits downtown. Maybe because we're just tapping into general mafia spirits downtown, but this is a specific celebrity spirit that's like one major imprint in a location. Peace, moving to calmer waters, Six of Swords, bottom of the deck. Manifesting a new beginning, the Magician. Middle of the deck. Persevering with your aspirations. So he was, but at that, see, look what I mean. Like, it's like what we said right before. Your aspirations, persevering with that, getting away with it, being able to do it, right? But then at the expense of heartbreak. So it's kind of like what was said earlier, right? Like Nine of Cups, your wishes can come true, but at a judgment, a karmic expense. There's a karmic expense to some degree for that. And this could speak to his life. Like, he was overworked. We all know this. Like, very, very overworked towards the end. There was some dependency on substances because of that. So walk away and follow your intuition and move forward towards your stability, towards those and what you love, to find stability. Because frustration, I don't do reversals, so you see I flip it. Frustration can come in many different forms. Burnout can come in many different forms. Strife can come in many different forms. And that can lead to death. So I don't generally read the death card literally. However, I always tell you on this channel, if you've been watching me a long time, the death card I do read literally when we are talking about a deceased spirit. So when I've done like readings for like celebrity channeling that people request, or somebody's asking about their loved one, if I get the death card, it's often referencing their direct death. So he knows that he had like other choices he could have made, and I sense that he's happy that he performed. He's happy he did what he loves, but I think it's like the amount that was done is like maybe not regret, but kind of like a cautionary tale here. Oh my gosh, that thing is so annoying. Sorry, guys. So it's like, be cautious and careful with what you choose to go forward with. because you can be celebrated for it, and it can make you a lot of money. See that? And he also was a Capricorn, so that could be representing the fact that he was a Capricorn, you know, represented by the King of Pentacles and the Devil card. You will be celebrated for that. It could make you a lot of money. That also could represent him. But be careful. Remember the Star card. It means something positive, like your wishes will come true. But it's also cautionary, like be careful what you wish for, because you might get it, and there's other things that come with fame, Ace of Pentacles, and money. But, and then the next card, just so you can see it, is the perseverance. But you can persevere. He felt like he wanted to persevere. He wanted to continue. He was not ready to go. I mean, I think most people know this. It was an unexpected death. But, you know, he wasn't ready for it. He's saying, like, be careful how much you put into things, because sometimes it can be too much. You're getting a lot of, like, wishes come true karma, wishes come true karma, like, and again, not karma like, oh, you did something bad happens. That's a very elementary understanding of karma, and it's quite frankly quite an ignorant understanding of it. It's basically just cause and effect. So it's like, if you do these things, then this can be a result of that, but it's not always because you did something bad happened. Sometimes it's you working yourself into the ground, and then the karmic effect of that is exhaustion, possible dependency on some substances or things like that, and that can be the effect. Or you spend so much time at work, right? You never, like, let's say this woman or man is like a high-powered corporate lawyer. They're never home. That's the cause, right? They get the money, but the effect is they don't see, like, their kids, right? Because it can happen in many different examples. So that's what we're talking about with karma here, not necessarily bad, good, bad, you know. So it's like, you know, not all is what it seems. You can persevere in life. You can move forward. We're just flipping through the deck now. But make sure that you have resolved any inner demons or turmoil before you do that, because that can arise again. So yeah, these messages are coming in. Like, if you watched my live stream the other day when I did downtown, I did Binions, because it's the most haunted location in Vegas. And then I also did Cortez. I still have to post the recorded reading at Cortez, because that I didn't do a reading on. I just talked at Cortez and then did some readings at Binions and Apache. But the messages did not come in like this, like flowing, like in a cycle like this, as they are here. So it's interesting when you get like a very concentrated energy of one person in a location. But any last messages? What do you need to know right now? What do the viewers need to know right now? I don't want to look, because there's one flipped up, so I don't want to accidentally pick it because I'm looking at it, so I'm just going to do this. What do the viewers need to know right now? Okay. So it's interesting. The ones that were flipped up were the ones it landed on when I was looking up, so it's like they were meant to be picked out. Be cautious and consider what you really want before you move forward with it, before you put your all into it. It seems like this message is very accentuated here. Be very considerate and really weigh if you really, really want to do something. And the bottom of the deck is you can manifest things that you want to do. Like, it is possible. You can get the things that you want. But make sure that those things, look at that. It's going in the same pattern. Make sure those things are not a trap that keep you stuck, or a trap that feels like a trap, but something you could escape from, but you're not seeing. Because that's what the Eight of Swords also means. And let's hold it upright, because again, I don't do reversals. I just say the negative and positive meaning of every card when they come out. So that's the way I do readings. So in the positive, it's like you could find a way out, right? You may find a solution eventually, but the negative meaning of this is right now you're not seeing it, and this is a trap within your mind and of your own making. So it's also like, don't get yourself trapped. You have to take accountability by the choices you make. So doing all or nothing sometimes is what's necessary for success, but a lot of things come at you pay a price for those things. And so be careful when you're trying to do something like that. Be careful when you're making decisions like that for anything in life. So that's what we have, but you can do the things that you want. I mean, he's an example of that, because he came from nothing. So And if you know anything, like I said, like you guys know, like I'm a gothic metal, goth rock fan, but that music from that time period, everybody could, I don't think anybody dislikes it, that whole time period of music. It's very pretty, beautiful music. And everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows who Elvis and Michael is. Like, these are people that everybody's going to know because they're iconic societal symbols, not even just a music artist. So what he's trying to say this archetypally is, you know, even though he did some of the greatest, biggest things you could do in your life, you can on your level too, or whatever level you want to go to. But just be careful the price you have to pay for that. This is the overall message here. Very interesting. So anyways, everybody, that's it. Unless you have another question you want to ask, we're going to say we appreciate these messages from the imprint, we'll say, of Elvis Presley's energy, and appreciate all of the other channelings we do throughout this area and this city. And thank you so much for watching. And yeah, so we'll go walk around here a little bit more, and so you can see around, and we'll finish the stream. So if you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, I'm just going to walk around and then end the live stream. So I believe it's, I saw on the sign when we were coming in too, it's mostly Manilow who's here right now. Great performer also, but because we're coming specifically for Elvis, I'm not going to buy a ticket to go in, because then also the energy could interfere, because then it's going to be his energy mixed. So that's why I think it was just a better idea to sit outside of the performing area. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Some good advice there. And it was quite, I will say, yesterday when I was at Binion's in Apache, well, they're one and the same, basically. One's the hotel, one's the casino. You would think, being the most haunted place in Vegas, that energy would be heavier. This is much more. And I think it's because the energy is so concentrated here. Just because it's famous for one person. And so channeling in that energy specifically was actually much stronger today than going to the Apache and Binion's yesterday. Hi, April. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I think this one so far has been the best one that I have done in a long time. So I hope everybody enjoys it. We literally went every place we could in close proximity to get Elvis Presley's energy and get some messages from him, which were very on point, like on the nose, like be careful what you wish for. You have to pay a price for things, you know. But this is quite a nice place, actually. I have never been in here. I think it's very, very nice. See, has these little sparkly chandelier thingies everywhere. I don't know if that's what they would be considered since they're so long, but I think they still are. And then the seating area is quite nice over here too. So anyways, I just try to avoid filming people's offspring if I can. But anyways, so you can go down here. I don't know. I think there's probably some restaurants down here. It looks nice. And then this is a performing area. Oh, that's nice. They have like a really nice performance space out front here. This is a very nice location. And I like how, you know what's different I noticed than a lot of the places I've been to out here is that they have seating with big windows and the seating right near it where it's open. Because a lot of places you go to out here, the slot machines are right near the windows blocking it like that, like right over in this area. They would normally have a bunch of slot machines here, but it's much more open. I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm probably going to end this soon and then just head back. I really just came here today to do this, and that's it. Okay, so what do you all think? Should I, like, would you want to see it if I did a tarot card reading on the link? You can like write comments under the saved video once I process it and let me know, or once it's finished processing and let me know. Because otherwise I'm just gonna go back. But I was thinking of going on the link because I have a really big fear of heights, and I was thinking maybe that this would be some cool thing to do, like a tarot card reading on the link. And then I can like overcome my fear. Oh, well, April thinks it's a good idea. I was thinking maybe I could overcome my fear of heights. I don't think I'll fully overcome it, but just like kind of do exposure therapy on, you know, on the link. And do a tarot card reading when I'm on it, like a pick a card, 1, 2, or 3 or something. Like, obviously not a spirit reading, but just a daily message reading. And then I'll go back. So I was thinking that maybe. Yeah, because I'm going to go back to my family soon, so that's why I'm like kind of trying to squeeze things in this week, because I think I'm almost positive I want to go back this weekend to like home. So that's why it's kind of like ramping up like the stuff I'm doing. So yeah, you can comment. So April thinks that's a good idea. Thank you for commenting. And you can, if anybody sees this later, comment down below if that's a good idea to go to the link. And maybe I will get back out there tonight. I'm like trying to make excuses, like stall. I should do it though. It's the second tallest Ferris wheel in the world. The only after what you could probably guess, I believe in Dubai is the tallest one. So only after that one. So it's pretty big. It's pretty tall for somebody afraid of heights. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little Elvis, 2-song Elvis concert in the beginning, and then Elvis Presley spirit channeling. I will talk to all of you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.